This week on the Island Times News Update, the November elections are set in Jacksonville Beach and Neptune Beach. Atlantic Beach proposes a flat millage rate and continues to discuss the Human Rights Ordinance. Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. The November elections are set in Jacksonville and Neptune Beach following Tuesday's primary. In Jacksonville Beach, Lee Buck will face off against John Galarno for District 3, Seat 6. Of 985 votes cast, Buck got 478 votes, or just over 48%, to Galarno's 248 votes, or nearly 29%. Lloyd Hyatt got 223 votes, or about 23%. The other race in Jacksonville Beach in November has former Jacksonville Beach Police Chief Bruce Thomason facing off against Jacksonville Beach businessman Fernando Meza. Both are seeking their first elective office. Because there are only two candidates in that race, they were not on the August ballot. There's only one contested race in Neptune Beach in November. Incumbent Richard Arthur is being challenged by Rory Diamond. Both are attorneys. The Atlantic Beach Commission Monday night agreed to look at possible amendments to its Human Rights Ordinance, but no firm date has been set for that debate. The Commission passed the HRO at its regular meeting August 11th, but Commissioner Jimmy Hill was unable to attend the meeting because his car broke down in the Florida Keys. Hill said that he had information and alternate language he wanted to present to the Commission before it voted on the HRO, but he was unable to do so. Hill said the entire ordinance should be scrapped in light of an effort being undertaken in Atlantic Beach to gather enough petitions to place the HRO on the November ballot. Hill said, because there's a process underway that is part of the American system that allows this to get corrected, but what I do want to make very clear is that we haven't done this right, and that's important, end quote. The effort referenced by Commissioner Hill is attempting to collect petitions from 2,439 registered voters in Atlantic Beach. The group working on the petition drive has until September 2nd to collect the petitions. The Commission agreed to take reconsideration of the HRO off the September 8th agenda. Commissioner Hill will be meeting with City Attorney Rich Commando to craft amendment language that may be considered at a later date. The City of Atlantic Beach has proposed a budget for the 2014-2015 fiscal year that keeps the millage rate at 3.3285 mils. According to the budget document posted on the COAB website, that will generate an increase in revenues to the general funds of about $236,795, or about a 5% increase over the previous year. Overall, however, revenues are expected to decrease by $557,131 to an estimated $28,223,617. The decrease is largely due to a grant for public utility projects received by the city last year that will not occur in the current budget. Personnel expenses are expected to increase by $342,615 over the current year, while operating expenses are forecast to decrease by $311,536. The operating budget includes sanitation and tipping fees, which were negotiated into a contract with the city's waste hauler. Overall expenditures are expected to increase by $2,413,000. Acting City Manager Nelson Van Leer said in the posted document, the increase is accounted for by the spending down of funds accumulated over time specifically for the police building. Without that project, the budget would reflect a decrease over the current year. When we come back, Neptune Beach returns to docks on Hopkins Creek. This is the Island Times News Update.
Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788. Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. The Neptune Beach City Council will take its first vote on changes to its waterways ordinance Tuesday night. Councilor Scott Wiley proposed the changes that would allow docks to be 5 feet wide rather than the 4 feet currently allowed by the ordinance, with a terminal platform of not more than 200 square feet. Councilor Wiley said widening docks is largely a safety issue. Councilor John Jolly, who lives on Hopkins Creek, has been opposed to the changes. He said at a previous meeting that allowing wider docks would potentially destroy the natural beauty of the creek. Councilor Wiley brought the changes forward after a homeowner on Hopkins Creek came to the city seeking a permit to repair a dock. The State Department of Environmental Protection allows 5-foot wide docks, but the Neptune Beach rules are more strict. Tuesday's vote will be the first reading on the proposed changes. Jacksonville Beach will hold a special meeting Tuesday, September 3rd to set a millage rate and approve its proposed operating budget. The meeting will begin at 6 p.m. in the council chambers. The Atlantic Beach Commission will consider a resolution at its next meeting expressing opposition to the use of seismic cannons to map possible offshore oil and natural gas deposits in the Atlantic Ocean. The devices emit very loud sounds that help scientists map the ocean floor, but the sounds can be hazardous to marine life. Commissioner Maria Mark has asked the Commission to consider a resolution opposing the practice. Many cities along the East Coast have already done so, she said. The oil industry estimates that there are an estimated 4.72 billion barrels of recoverable oil and 37.51 trillion cubic feet of natural gas under the sea floor in the Atlantic Ocean from Maine to Florida. The national economic impact of recovering those resources is estimated at $23.5 billion per year between 2017 and 2035. The Beaches Museum and History Park announces volunteer orientation will be held September 16th at 10 a.m. The session will last for 2 hours. Persons interested in history, education, and making a significant contribution to preserving the history of our beaches are invited to investigate volunteer activities at the Museum and History Park in Jacksonville Beach. The museum will offer a program to educate volunteers as docents, archivists, and a variety of other duties that will help the museum move forward and expand their activities and service to the community. The orientation is a single-day event, after which volunteers may choose a day to work on your preferred schedule. Water by the Spoonful wraps up its run at Players by the Sea on the studio stage next weekend. The Pulitzer Prize-winning play will run September 4th, 5th, and 6th at the theater in Jacksonville Beach. General admission tickets are $23. You can read about the play at www.playersbythesea.org. And author Charles Martin, a Jacksonville native, will be at the Bookmark in Neptune Beach on Tuesday, September 2nd at 7 p.m. Martin is launching his new novel, A Life Intercepted, at the event. The best-selling author has 9 previous novels to his credit, and his work has been translated into 17 languages. The National Weather Service says we can expect a daily chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms through the Labor Day weekend and continuing into next week. Highs will be in the upper 80s to low 90s with lows in the mid-70s. The Island Times is always digital, always free at www.theislandtimes.com. Become a subscriber and get updates on news from the beaches communities delivered right to your email box. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.